Hey guys, welcome back to the PBF Draft League. I am Jay Fletch, and I'm going to run you guys through my team for this week. So I'm going to go over here, and this is our draft. So we have their team is actually really scary. Like I was filling out this table, and I was absolutely terrified because they have such a strong trick room mode with Gmax, Hatterene, and Ndidi. And then they really don't have any other trick room sweepers. Like I guess they could do Iron Ball, Ludicolo, or Cresselia is a decent one, but it's 85 speed, so I don't know. Shut up, phone. Shut up, phone. Sorry about that. So, their team terrifies me. And the only real thing I had to deal with it is just like bring better Trick Room pieces, which I really don't think I can since they have Gmax Hatterene. So, if we're looking at this, you can see like they have the Hatterene and DD. They have a Prankster Liper, so they can do Prankster Trick Room things. Prankster Copycat Trick Room, that's the thing they can do. Shut up. Shut up. Sorry, I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb. I always forget to do that, honestly. So their team is terrifying. And then they have Tailwind with Fletchinder, or Prankster Tailwind, basically. Uh, Leopard, Fletchinder, and Indeed, or Leopard, Fletchinder, and Hatterene all offer great speed control for them. And Tailwind, Trick Room, and Paralyzing. And my team has not a lot to deal with it. I mean, I have some decent Trick Room pieces in Dragalge, Gastrodon, Gigalith, or Jigglyth, sorry. Dragalge, Gastrodon, Jigglyth, and Cough Egregious. That's really it. That's all I really have to deal with them. And I can't really rely on having all four of them because I felt like Sneasel and Arcanine were actually really good here. So if we go back and look at my team, I'm still running Explosion Gigalith because again I think it's funny, but also I think it could actually come in real clutch. I don't plan to use it like turn one like I did last week because that was a terrible idea, and that I think that lost me the game. It put me down a mon super early. So I'm using a Solvest Gigalith with Sandstream. I was debating not running Sandstream because I didn't think I really needed it. But then I looked, and his special defense gets up to like 230 with at this thing with Sandstream and a Solvest. Because if you didn't know, Sand actually gives every Rock type Pokemon a 1.5 times boost to their special defense. So I'm running a Solvest Gigalith in Sandstream. And then regular, kind of standard Arcanine set, Snarl, Flare Blitz, Helping Hand, Protect. I wasn't sure if I needed Will-O-Wisp because I was looking at their team. They only really had a couple big physical threats, so I decided not to run Will-O-Wisp. And then Corviknight, I decided to run Bulky this week. Like, I'm running Max HP, Max Defense, 4 attack with Tailwind, Drill Peck, Iron Defense, Body Press. These are just, like, Drill Peck so I don't lose I mean, I'm losing a little bit of power, but honestly, it doesn't really come into play much because the Dynamax I only end up losing like 10 power instead of like 30, and it's so I don't lose extra HP that I really need. And then Iron Defense Body Press is just standard stuff. And then Sneasel is actually something I'm really excited for. I don't expect them to have screens just looking at their team, but Brick Break is on there just in case they have screens. I don't think they have a way to set them up. Maybe Cresselia gets them. So Taunt to shut down Indeedee and Cresselia, I think. Taunt also could shut down Hatterene if they don't lead Indeedee Hatterene. And then Triple Axle just for damage and the Snarl for dropping special attack because their team is very specially oriented. And then this is one I'm really thinking is going to come in clutch. Iron Ball Sandslash. They're going to look at this team and say, "Oh, Gigalith Sandslash. That's a good like sand mode. That's a fast sand mode." But I'm not. I'm running Sandveil so he can avoid attacks and just a standard just Stomping Tantrum, Rock Slide, Poison Jab, Protect. I really wish he got a different move other than Earthquake because I have to resort to Stomping Tantrum because his Earthquake's his most powerful, and since I cannot max him, he's probably going to be next to like Gigalith or Corviknight at the time. And then finally, just a Shiftry, Lash Out, Leaf Blade, Rock Slide, Protect. I ran Rock Slide on everything I can because I feel like it's one of the best moves in the game. And then if you look at the Shiftry chat, I don't really... Early Bird was the only move I could consider running. I really didn't see any use in Pickpocket or Chlorophyll because I don't want my item to go away because it's Life Orb Shiftry. Just because I felt like extra damage is nice. And then Lash Out, Leaf Blade, Rock Slide, Protect, just standard stuff. That's really the whole team this week. I feel like Vikack, I really don't know how to say their name, It has a very scary team for me because I don't really have any special defensive pieces outside of Assault Vest, Sand Gigalith, which I probably could run with a little more special bulk in exchange for some attack. But honestly, with it hitting 230, I think it's going to be living most hits, like most neutral and definitely all resisted hits. That's pretty much the team. Yeah, Corviknight is again my main max because it's the only thing I can max. So if Corviknight goes down, I'm out of luck. It's really just max Wind Rage and max Knuckle for boosting attack. Excuse me, for boosting attack and then just getting rid of anything that they set up like screens. So yeah, that's the whole team. Yeah. If you have any questions about the sets, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I will try to answer them. Some of them I just kind of like threw numbers down and hoped they worked. I'm probably going to play around with some sets again. Like last week, I actually did end up switching around Corviknight's set like a minute before the battle. I made it a weakness policy. You guys didn't actually get to see it because Corviknight died before it could max, and I had Ember on Arcanine, so I could for that. So I really wish I could have shown off some of the prep, but Corviknight got KO'd by something really early. So yeah, that's really the whole video. I'm going to work on this, workshop it a little bit, and then I will, or probably record. I'll probably record the battle tomorrow, just because that's when I'm most free. Today I just don't happen to have classes. So yeah, that's the whole video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.